So good morning, everybody. Welcome here in CCCB Barcelona, a beautiful space, and a beautiful space not only because we are here seeing the city, but also because it's a reference in Barcelona for thought debates, no? Also finally research in some way. And to start today, after the debate of yesterday, the Arenas conference going a stream, history, narratives and the threat to democracy in Europe. That's everybody know that is an important issue and topic nowadays. And so I'm very glad to have here a lot of researcher and expert from all Europe. And to start this conference that will be 2 days talking about nation, gender, science, and the historical roots, exactly, of extremist narratives. I have here today, and I'm very glad, Julien Longhi, that is the IP of the Arenas project from the University of Cergy-Paris. We have here also from the director of CEDID, Centre d'Estudis de Dictadures y Democràcies from the Autònoma University of Barcelona, Pau Casanellas. CEDID is one of the organizers together with Arenas and together with the Autònoma University of Barcelona. And we have here the Dean of our Faculty of Arts and Humanities, Margarita Freixas. And so I give the floor to Julien Longhi for Arenas project.
Thank you, Stephen, and thank you everyone for being here and coming to this great conference. So I will just give you a few words because we have lots of stuff to do after. But just to say that it's a great pleasure as a coordinator of the project to see all the dynamism and the energy the work package 3 is giving to the project. So maybe people don't know, but you can have a look at our website to see all the aspects of the project. So we have 7 work packages in the project, and this conferencing linked to work package 3. Most of the historians of the project are part of this work package. They already provide a very interesting deliverable about historical roots of extremist narrative, and maybe Stephen will give more information about that later, so I'm just teasing. This work package is a crucial one in the project, and it's also very interesting for us as a human and social scientists to see that history is a key point of this kind of project, because we need to understand the evolution and the circulation of this extremist narrative. So even if we have people working in linguistics, working on the characterization of extremist narrative, if we have people on communication science or politics, on sociology, we will understand the impact of these extremist narratives. And also we work with, for example, computer scientists, so trying to build new algorithms to detect and to help the platforms, for example, to detect the extremist narrative online. We really need to understand the historical dimension of these narratives, because we can't provide concrete and real recommendations if we don't understand the national, international context of these narratives. So it is very crucial for us to have this work package, and it's also between 2 other very important work packages. The second one of a definition and characterization of extremist narrative, and the fourth one linked to the impact. And with this kind of chronology, when we draw the proposal, we also thought history as a very important dimension to make the link between the definition and the more concrete aspects of extremist narratives, and the way that we can make some recommendations and have a great impact in the project. So for that, it's very, of course, interesting for me, because I'm not an historian, to see and to follow all the works which are made in this work package. I also want to thank Stephen and all the colleagues involved in this work package and in the project for all the great jobs they are doing, because for me as a coordinator, it's a real pleasure to see that everything is doing very well, and they are making great papers, conferences, and they make the project visible at the same time in the community of historians, but also in the media, in social media, and they are very, very active. So for all the people who attend the conference, please, you can follow them, follow the project, and see all the results they are building. So thank you, Stephen, and also thank you, the Universitat de Barcelona and the different institutions that are welcoming us here, because it's a great opportunity also to have this spot. It's one of the first time I go to Barcelona, and it's a very great place. And it's a joke, but I was wondering how Stephen can work so well and so much, because yesterday I arrived and I wanted to go to the beach and to walk. And this morning I also I ran to the beach and I saw people going and I said, how can you walk so hard and so well with all these distractions? So because I'm in Cergy, and people who know Cergy can see that it's harder to have some distractions. So more congratulations again, Stephen, and thank you, everyone. And I will follow. Unfortunately, I have to leave tonight because I have meetings tomorrow, but I will spend all the day here and just as a spectator to hear and to listen to you. Thank you.
Thanks, Julien, and I give the floor to Pau Casanellas of CEDID-UAB.
Thank you, Julien. Thank you, Stephen. I was born and raised in Barcelona, so I don't have this temptation of the beach. As a research center, I think it's an honor, it's a pleasure to participate in this event. We work mainly, as our name says, on dictatorships, on democracies, and the threats to democracy are one of the biggest concerns that we have as a research center, as researchers, and as citizens. It was about 15 years ago, if I'm not wrong, that we organized a congress called Barcelona 1939, the year of the catastrophes, that was held here in this Sala Mirador of the CCCB, this beautiful space. And there's a kind of a link between both events. 15 years ago, we were focused on the threat that fascism was presenting to our society here in Europe. Nowadays, the threat is very different, but there's also kind of a link between both scenarios. Although the context is obviously very, very different. So I cannot figure a better subject to discuss nowadays than the one that is here on discussion. So thank you for your work, and I don't want to take more time to your job. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Pau, and I give the floor to Margarita Freixas, Dean of our Faculty of Arts and Humanities.
Thank you, Stephen. I'm very glad of being here. It's a pleasure to join you today at the opening of the meeting on narrative and threats to democracy in Europe. The international research project that organized this conference stands out for its clear desire to serve society by connecting research with the problems of today's citizens in this complex, changing, and interconnected society. It's an international project with research connections in leading universities. From the UAB, it's coordinated through the talent of Professor Stephen Forti in the Department of Modern and Contemporary History, which has a long and consolidated tradition in the study of historical and social movements and their impact and repercussions on people's lives, with special attention to the most disadvantaged social classes or those who have been subject to repression. In this sense, it's particularly remarkable the work carried out for more than 30 years by the Center of the Study of Dictatorships and Democracies. This context of commitment to the social environment has led the Faculty of Arts and Humanities at the UAB to work with researchers and professors from the faculties of Economics and Business and Political Science and Sociology on a degree in Contemporary History, Politics and Economics. We believe that this degree will be crucial in forming a new profile of professionals and scholars focused on analyzing and proposing improvements to the challenges of contemporary society. The transdisciplinary approach of the teachers and studies of this degree aims to train creative people with a critical capacity and broad knowledge of the historical, political, and economic basis of current problems and challenges. We trust that both from research and from teaching, we can continue working so that the academy and the university are not perceived by society as an ivory tower, but as an agent that together with citizens contribute to building healthy democratic narrative. Thank you very much for being here today and for your commitment to research and to society. Enjoy also the city. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Margarita. And only few little things more to explain you how we will work in these 2 days after this inauguration. So yesterday, maybe some of you were here for the dialogue between the Minister Sira Rego and the ex-minister, the former minister Joan Subirats, about democracy, youth, and extremism. Today we start in a few minutes with the first session that is dedicated to nation, and we will have Alejandro Quiroga with a conference and then a round table with different intervention and researcher and expert talking about that. Then in the afternoon we will have the session about gender, and we will start with the conference of Sara Farris from the Goldsmith University. And another roundtable. And tomorrow will be the third and last days. We start in the morning with a session about science with Camille Ungureanu conference and another roundtable. And finally, in the afternoon of tomorrow, we close with a roundtable about medium and circulation of extremist narratives. So there's, I think, a lot of topics and issue to talk about and to discuss. Every conference and the roundtable, after the intervention of the different speaker, we will have the time to debate. So I only say that to invite you to make question or participate in the consideration and reflection that we are doing here in our job. Last things, if you have or you want to have more information about the Arenas project, you have also in the program the link to our web page in the last page, Arenas Project EU. And from the communication staff of Arenas, they remember me that if you want to do some photos for your social, if you want to tag also Arenas project. And finally, I wanted to thank all the people that came here in Barcelona to participate in this Congress. Julien, Pau, and Margarita to be here, but also the people, the WABI team that works in the last month very strongly with me to organize all this conference, as Miguel Angel and Sergi, Ricard, and the students in internship of our degrees of history, politics, and economics that some of them are here today. And obviously, thanks to the University Autònoma of Barcelona, the CEDID, the CCCB, and all of you that you are here, and I hope you are here also this afternoon and tomorrow. I think it's, I don't forget nothing. Well, we are also on streaming, and so thanks people that are following us. So many thanks, and we're gonna start with talking about nation, that is very linked to extremist narratives, as you know.
Thank you.